DoorDash driver was shot. Looks like another teen Trende Aragua member has been arrested in New York City. Let's tune into the video.
Meanwhile, police arresting another teen who was allegedly part of a group that attacked two NYPD officers last week in Times Square. And officials say that the suspects are members of Trende Aragua, the gang.
Chanley Painter joins us now with all the details. Hey, Chanley.
Hey, Ansley, Lawrence, and Brian. So police are still searching for more suspects after that assault of two NYPD officers in Times Square last week. Authorities say the suspects are members of a Times Square gang known as Diablos de la 42, described as an offshoot of Trende Aragua, the violent Venezuelan gang. And the latest suspect arrested is only 16 years old. He faces 10 charges, including attempted assault, reckless endangerment, and criminal possession of a weapon. Police say the first 5 suspects arrested were all illegal migrants from Venezuela, all repeat offenders that were listed in the city's gang database. 3 others are still being sought. Police releasing these photos asking for the public's help in apprehending the suspects. And investigators say the migrant youth gang confronted their victims in the heart of Times Square last Friday, then surrounded them in a, quote, wolf pack style robbery. Police released
Venezuelans is getting hit hard in New York. Honestly, they're getting hit extremely hard. Matter of fact, the Spanish cultures in general are getting hit hard. To the point to where it kind of feels like it's almost targeted. If you want me to be honest. And if you ask a normal person, if you ask a regular person in the United States of America, how they feel about these deportations. A normal person is going to say, yes, I agree with the criminals. Those that are violent, those that are doing crime should get deported. A normal person is going to agree with that. But at the same time, a normal person is going to look at the situation and say, I'm seeing a lot of Spanish-speaking people getting deported. Is this targeted? Because I don't see much black people getting deported. I don't see much white people getting deported. Because, shoot, there's a lot of white illegals also that came from Europe, or they come in from Italy, they came in from Canada. There's a lot of illegal immigrants over here that are not documented, that don't look like, but they are illegal. So, just a thought. Y'all let me know y'all's.
Seeing this new body cam video of the attack showing the migrant crew throwing makeshift weapons at the officers who were attempting to break up the robbery. Thankfully, none of them were seriously injured, the officers that is. And the alleged teen gang members, though, they range in age from 12 to 19 years old and are linked to dozens of robberies around New York City since 2022, guys, according to police.
And Chanley, you're a lawyer. The problem is, if they're minors, nothing changes. They're still going to get let out. So they have to take extraordinary action in order to keep them under lock and key.
In South Carolina, you'd go to juvie, you'd go to juvenile.
Well, they go out of their way to make sure. That's why TDA uses these guys, uses these kids to do a lot of this stuff, as well as recruiting.
I'm just curious to Brian's point, because he's talking about the state of New York has these laws. Now that the president have declared TDA as a foreign terrorist organization, can the Fed step in now and prosecute these folks since they're a part of a terrorist organization now?
Absolutely, they should try that. It's a great point, Lawrence, and that's right. That is why Trende Aragua is targeting juvenile offenders, because, get this, the police say that these minors have been involved in more than 200 crimes because they get arrested and then they're released and then they offend again and again and again. Only one so far has been charged as an adult because he is 19 years old, but this is a problem. And the mayor's now stepping in. They're going to start cracking down on this activity, guys.
Unbelievable.
This is not the first time they've been attacked in New York City. A few months ago, almost a year ago, man, when this whole thing was actually becoming a thing politically, There was a bunch of New York police officers that got jumped by the same type of group, on a Spanish-speaking group. They may be gang related or not. Apparently, some of them were for that specific attack. But yeah, this is not nothing new. This has been happening. Police have been getting attacked by these type of gangs out in the streets of New York. And it's very unfortunate because, you know, it's the rules. It's the law. You cannot mess with the police officer. You can't touch hands-off police officers. It's just the law. Now, do we like police officers 100% of the time? Do we trust police officers 100% of the time? Obviously not. I don't know anyone that trusts anyone 100% of the time. But do we need them? Absolutely. And if they're just minding their own business, having nothing to do with what you got going on, why would you go now and bother them? In my opinion, you know, you're looking for trouble.
Thanks so much. Meanwhile, we feed them. We give them clothes. They go back to our hotel rooms. Then we give them.
And they don't cooperate with ICE. There's a headline 2 days ago in the New York Post. ICE agents turned away from NYPD precinct where migrant teen was held after mob attack on the cops.
Hey, can I just say one thing? I don't know if law enforcement will back me up on this, but if you see 2 officers overwhelmed by dozens of others, you have to jump in and help out the officers.
100%.
Come on, why are you standing with your back against the building?
Can't do it
Help
all.
them out.
An officer definitely would appreciate
The
it.
problem is people are scared to step in because of what's happened to Daniel Penny and others who have tried to step in and do the right thing.
Right. There were no cops around. I imagine a cop might have your back.
You can't allow the criminals to win, though. By the way, it's underreported. They still are having to do construction for these hotels that they completely destroyed. They're having to gut everything out of it because they just trashed all of these buildings. And remember, Brian, they were complaining because they didn't like the food. Yeah. Our taxpayers were paying for them.
So then we gave them money cards to go shopping for food. It was an experiment. And keep in mind, the hotel owners don't feel bad for them. They got
making a lot of money.
Got max money for those hotel rooms. That's why they said, okay, bring in your illegals, take it over. We'll do their sheets and give them a little mint on their pillow.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian.
A lot of people are not fans of the immigrants right now in America. A lot of people are not fans because of what they did this last administration. And it's unfortunate because, you know, the majority of immigrants are probably just here just doing what they got to do, staying out the way, not bothering anybody, you know, normal stuff, doing it the right way. But because it was so bad, it was so out of control, from the last administration, now we're seeing the repercussions of that, which is mass deportations, the closing down of the border. This is exactly what Americans wanted. This is exactly what they wanted to see. Lesser crime, getting people off the streets that don't believe or don't belong on the streets. This is what America voted for. And we're seeing it unfold in front of our eyes. It's not perfect, but it is working. It's definitely working. So we'll keep in touch with what's going on with more of these deportations and immigrants and all this political stuff that's been going on this year. Let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments below. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video. I appreciate y'all viewership, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if y'all are new. Till next time, it's your boy Dgotsauce.
Shout outs to today's sponsor, the Snacks.shop. They have a variety of snacks, and I'm telling you right now, guys, they smack. All right, this is my 3rd bag. All right, 3rd bag. Thank you for everything you guys sent to me from the Snacks.shop. I appreciate y'all care package. Today's sponsor, make sure you guys go check them out. They have some dope snacks, and I can't lie, man. It's busting. I'm going to get some more of these. I promise you. These are the Korean chicken. Korean chicken, like literally. Check out their website. Go cop something, man. Let them know that Dgotsauce sent you. And thank you again to today's sponsor, the Snacks.shop.